early morning kind of plant garden video. These are a couple of the roses that I got from Heirloom Roses. This is Polka and Dark Night. They're little, but that's nothing with roses. They're going to go in the yard. I'm really excited that they are on own root, especially with the Dark Night, because I've had a problem with that one dying down to the ground after a few years. Why am I doing all this? I'm doing this because my yard is a disaster between these oak trees. These oak trees that don't belong to me. Last year they fell. Where did they fall? In the middle of this raised vegetable area. So I spent most of last year fixing it, cutting the limbs up. I still have kind of a big piece right there that I need to move out. My garden is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. And I hope you all can find motivation in that. I do here have a beautiful container, a raised bed of purple bok choy. This reseeds itself, if y'all didn't know that. If you let like one go to seed, this has seeded itself from last year. There are some weeds in here. I'll get them out. It's no big deal. Here we have a very beautiful pea plant that is kind of hanging in a strange place. But I came out and looked where it was hanging, and it was literally taking the hanger off the post, which I'll show you in a bit. Just crazy. In my area, petunias overwinter, and that's a black petunia. This is the blossom from this, which I think is just lovely. I've discovered this plant pot has a reservoir, and that what causes a lot of problems for it hanging, because it gets way heavy. Also, here are some of my milk jugs, and I do mean some. This was like my second round. We have nothing going there. Those are butterfly bush. This is a purple broccoli, and this is a ornamental sweet pea. I'm trying to show you my yard without showing you my yard, because God, it is out there. This whole flower bed along here is yellow and purple. Not a Vikings fan, but it is true. If you go with colors from teams, college football, whatever, chances are they go together, because they do. This is normally where I plant my tomatoes. As you can see, I have a very slapped together drip system in here that I will fix. I put this together last year when I was getting ready to go on vacation. Over here we have a pugster butterfly bush. We have a Twilight Zone rose. In this container here, we have a limoncello. Today, all these are getting trimmed back, and I might show you that, and I might not. Who knows? And just, I have a mix of containers and some plants in the ground. It's gardening. What's funny in this is, if you see these strapped plants, those are belladonna lilies that have taken 3 years maybe to actually make it to the soil, or make it, out of the soil. I put this bed over it thinking I don't care because I have lots of belladonna lilies in my landscape. Haven't decided what I'm doing about that yet. Here I have one of my green stalks. I love these things. Oh, look, my chives are resprouting. Just need to clean that up. This is a lemongrass. It still has some green on it. So I'm going to leave it alone and see if it comes back. I'm working on using this, if that makes any sense. I mean, I grow it, I have it, and then I don't do anything with it. I have grown tomatoes, tomatillos, and even a couple tomatoes. And here is a hint, just to let you know, tomato cages will stick down into these reservoirs. And then you can use it to train up your tomatoes. So that's interesting. My raised metal beds are nothing fancy. I got them from Amazon, and they do well. They do well. I have caging around it because my dogs love to eat my plants. Even nightshade, which, as I discussed earlier, this container has cannas in it. I'm going to take these out of here because just not that thrilled with them. I'm going to put these cannas somewhere they can be happier and just be like a foliage plant in the back. We have a fig tree in this smart pot. This one is blackberries, thornless, and a golden raspberry that I just love. I have some garlic growing in this and a fig. And as you see, lots of healthy weeds. And over here we have cauliflower, hit and miss, leeks. I need to, over here we have some Brussels sprouts, and I need to put out some bait for earwigs and sow-bugs. And a sunflower from last year. In this bed, I have dianthus that I swear blooms all year long. I just love it. I need to trim it a little bit, but that's about it. Again, I have leeks in this. Again, not perfect. I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just not that brave. I'm doing this for some silly reasons. One, so I have a record of my progress with these things. I would love to say that's where I dug a hole. It is not. It is where the dogs dug a hole. But look what's down in this thing. It is filled with the most interesting display of the outside cases of what I grew in this year, which was tomatillas, which they did really well. Got lots of them. And quite frankly, I found their little cases all over my garden, and I've kind of liked them. I have an herb in there that's coming back. It is a French tarragon or licorice vine. Not really that much into licorice, but like tarragon. This is a thyme plant that's doing pretty good. And we have a few weeds. And normally, see this is still, I still have limbs dropping from this. Last year we had quite the storm. Look at that. Just look at that. That is so pretty. And wow. Just amazing. I'm thinking I'm going to put this on my table, and I wonder how long they would last. Now, this is one of the reasons I need to redo, one of many reasons, I need to redo my watering. I'm agile, but I'm not that agile. And sometimes I should just be able to walk through here, not have to hike up my legs and pray that I don't fall. The cannas are already starting to resprout, so I need to move those rather quickly. These are pink, so they will not go in this flower bed over here. I do have some yellow and purple pansies that are doing quite nicely. This is a yellow dahlia. That is a mess. Haha. And fat Buddha. Because, there was our lab. She's a mix. She's a lab pit mix named Liana. Here's the tote that we did yesterday. And if you can see, there's lots of condensation in there. I'm going to have to watch that because that can be good or bad. This, I want to stop. I want to stop having my seating station on a table that I'm supposed to enjoy. So that'll be something we set up this year. And a mess. And over here we have a gardenia. We do have some greens. A Mattel Hop Hoppy. Roses. Crepe. Not crepe myrtle. That is not a crepe myrtle. That's a magnolia. I've wanted one for years. Finally got one. And it's doing really good. Here's one of my multiple containers that I have around my patio. This is a pea. It's a native type of a plant. It blooms. The plant below it is a Jerusalem sage, which has really pretty yellow blossoms on it. Over here we have a rose. It's one of those little roses that you get from the store and you think it'll never do anything, and then it does. So, way cool. More pansies. Look at that. Look at that. So pretty. Yeah, you shouldn't have to do this to your flowers to go, oh, look how pretty, but it happens, so it is what it is. And another one. These posts, as you can see, I made. And yes, the lights need to be redone. This is what I saw. That container of peas, snap peas, flat sweet peas, hanging from. And as you can see, it's come away because that's what it's supposed to look like, of course. Thank goodness I caught it in time. We have another fairy garden with a obnoxiously large but doing really well rosemary, which is kind of funny because they said only keep it in there for a little bit because it won't last. And yeah, it's lasted and it's doing so well I'm afraid to move it. Over here we have a miniature olive tree with olives. I mean, this is like a wee little olive tree. And it has black olives on it, which is just hilarious. And a honeysuckle. This spot over here is a place, it has roses. I'm going to be adding more because I have an issue or a problem or an addiction. We don't know. We don't know what to call it. Remember what I said about the bok choy reseeding? It reseeded into this container too. And who cares? It's beautiful. And we'll eat some of it, but not all of it. These are my other milk jugs that I planted. If you look in there, I've got lots of delphinium. I have never had any luck with delphinium, so we'll see what happens. In here we have artichokes, and this is so mislabeled. I don't know how I did it, but I mislabeled it. It was supposed to be rose seed, but those are artichokes. So I'm assuming the one that says artichokes are the roses. Also in here I have a Japanese or Chinese, oh, that was terrible of me, Chinese broccoli. So that'll be exciting. Here, I have a lazy way of keeping my dahlias from rotting. I just turned the plant over and they won't get as much water. This is a grape that I'm going to trim back. And if you look at this mess, what is that? That is what was a pond. We had some family staying with us. They needed us, which is way cool. They had a beautiful German Shepherd. Just beautiful. Didn't know German Shepherds liked water. And it destroyed the pond. It's a dog. I don't blame dogs for being dogs, but that'll be another project. These are also a new addition to my area. They are a heart storage tote. They're on wheels. They have a handle. They are really sturdy. And I'm thinking this spring, summer, I could put a cushion on there and sit on it and be just, happy. So that's your first tour of the, oh my God, she has so much work to do garden. Oh, and beautiful butterfly bell. It was given to me by my friend Linda. This thing that looks like it's dead. It's not. It's a ornamental tree. It's desert willow, but it's not a willow, and it blooms, and just a gorgeous tree. So that one I'll be glad to share with you over the course of the season. Have a good day, gardeners.